Have you ever gotten stuck in a rut with your Amazon advertising, not knowing what steps to take next? Or perhaps you've noticed the mountain of new ad opportunities that Amazon has released over the past few years and don't know where to begin. Regardless of where you're at, we know what it's like to feel stuck with little progress being made. That's why we created this video. After working with hundreds of accounts, we think the 4 tips in this video can help give your account the pick-me-up it needs to get you out of a rut and back into crush mode. So let's go. All right, so stuck in a rut. Tip number 1 is to make sure that you're doing product targeting. Now, product targeting is an underutilized strategy that we see across a lot of accounts that we dive into. And most recently, Amazon has released this for video ads as well, which is a really great opportunity. And we're even starting to see these video ads show up on product detail pages. So this opens up a whole new landscape. But generally speaking, this is an opportunity that still, across all the different ad types, is greatly underutilized by many sellers. So check this out. You can see product targeting is right over here. This is where you upload all of your different ASINs right over here in this section. Now, we put together what's called the product targeting ASIN cheat sheet, and this is going to give you some ideas on how to find different ASINs. So for example, you can go into market basket analysis under brand analytics, and you can find ASINs there. You could also use the sponsored product suggested and sponsored display suggested ASINs. This is another way to build out your ASIN list. You could definitely go into the search term report and look at ASINs that have 2 or more orders. This is a great website that gives you a ton of information in terms of the variation ASINs that are out there for you to target. And the point of all of this is it helps give you some structure in terms of how to find ASINs to target and gives you a little bit of a reminder to get out of that rut when it comes to ASIN targeting. All right, stuck in a rut. Tip number 2 is to spend some time in your search term report. The search term report is an absolute goldmine. I've been saying this for years. Inside of the search term report, you can see what shoppers are looking for. You can find out the ASINs that have converted, all of these different things. Spending time in the search term report is well worth your time, and it can help you get out of a rut. Now, in this example, I have downloaded the search term report inside of PPC Entourage, and I'm looking to see which search terms have multiple orders. Now, what I'm gonna do now is see how I rank for these search terms, and if I'm not ranking as good as I could be, this might be an opportunity for you to start bidding a little bit more aggressively. Make sure you put these search terms in a keyword ranking tool, much like Zonguru, which we have done right over here. And then you could start to bid a little bit more aggressively, maybe even towards top of search, to try to increase the chances of you getting more organic sales for these search terms that have done well from PPC sales. All right, so stuck in a rut. Tip number 3 is to head on over to brand analytics and look at the repeat purchase behavior report. Now, if you have a consumable product where people are coming back to purchase from you over and over, this report is invaluable because it's going to tell you how many times shoppers convert into repeat shoppers. And this can really play a big role in your advertising strategy because, as you know, when you're advertising for different ad types, you can see the new to brand orders. So you may want to increase your ACOS target if you know that a percentage of those customers that are new to brand are going to come back and purchase from you again and again. So this is a really good report, and take this report, combine it with your subscribe and save, combine it with your new to brand orders, and start to formulate a strategy for acquiring new customers and start to think about what is the lifetime value of that customer. And this way you can start to increase your momentum on Amazon. All right, so stuck in a rut. Tip number 4 is to optimize bids on targets that are doing really well. Now, that might seem a little bit strange to you if you haven't done this before. And typically what we do is we optimize bids on the targets that are not doing well, and we try to reduce those bids to meet our target ACOS. In this example, what we're doing is we're going after the targets that have a really good target ACOS between 1 and let's say 30 or 40%, really depends on what your break even is. And we're going to actually increase the bid to try to get more sales. So let me show you this as an example here. You can see that we have a bunch of different targets here that are doing really well in terms of the ACOS. 10%, 1%, 7%, 13.99%. And what we can do here is we can actually raise the bid by a certain percentage. Now, I don't recommend going up and raising this by a high percentage all at once. You can do this incrementally and then come back 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later and see how it's doing. But the point is, these are targets that are doing really well, and you want to try to get more impressions for these targets and better placement for these targets by slowly increasing the bid price on good performing targets. What other PPC tips do you have to help get out of a rut? Let us know in the comments sections below. Also, the video above is a video about setting up proper campaign strategy, including the customer buying cycle. And the video below is a video that YouTube thinks you will like. Also, if you're looking to remove painful spreadsheets from your life, head on over to ppcentourage.com to see how we can help you today. I will see you all next week.